God wants someone who's cheerful, who's like, God, thank you for what you've given me, and here. Like, this is to expand your kingdom. Thank you for trusting me with this, and here you go.
Since her first paycheck at the age of 16, Dineska Baez says she's always embraced a cheerful mentality about tithing and giving.
I was a brand new convert, in love, on fire for God.
At that time, she worked a fast food job in New York City. She'd grown up in shelters and a group home in the Bronx after being removed from her family due to parental neglect.
So I started tithing when I was in the group home. I felt like God, He was my everything, so I didn't have a problem with giving. I didn't have a problem with showing Him how grateful I was for everything, especially coming from nothing.
Dineska put herself through school, and from an entry-level position, she worked her way up to middle management in healthcare administration. As a wife and mother, she tithed and lived pretty much debt-free. She got into serious financial trouble after her marriage failed.
No child support, no alimony, no one helping financially. I had to figure it out. My income was half of what all of my bills were.
Christian friends babysat her 2 young children while she worked. That cut daycare costs, but she quickly fell into deeper debt when hit with emergency expenses like costly car repairs and a hospital stay.
And there were times I wouldn't even want to get out of bed. How am I going to keep doing this over and over and over?
One month, she was maxed out of credit with 0 cash and no food.
I got on my knees that morning and I said, God, I do not have food for the kids. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need you.
That morning, she arrived at work to find a coworker had left a basket of food on her desk.
I see this basket, 2 days of food, and I literally just started crying.
In mid-2016, Dineska journaled about a series of dreams in which she believed God told her to get out of debt.
The first thing I did was I printed out my bank statements. Okay, what are my habits? And I just started highlighting and just seeing, okay, you should have never spent this. I was just very irresponsible. I wouldn't budget the right way.
Another dream warned her of a job loss, followed by a new direction in life. She trusted God was leading her, so she called a family meeting to cut expenses.
Cable, out the window. Wi-Fi, out the window. Like, cut my phone bill from like $130 to $35 a month.
They cut coupons and ate meals at home. One item that remained in the family budget was tithing and giving.
That was like the first thing I gave. It was like no questions asked. I knew that was my principle. Like, I'm gonna still be debt free. I know I'm gonna have extra money now, but I'm still gonna give to you, God.
After only 16 months, Dineska paid off over $38,000 of debt.
In 16 months. 16 months. Yeah. And when I told the kids, it was even better. What they said was, you don't owe anyone anything.
Dineska was also able to save several months of her salary as an emergency fund. A month later, her boss told her that due to corporate reorganization, her position had been cut.
So I was just like, okay, Lord, you got me, and I don't know what you're gonna do next, but I trust you.
Dineska immediately found 2 part-time jobs in Christian ministry. Within 9 months, she was hired full-time for her dream job in a respected worldwide Christian organization.
I believe that it was His faithfulness tied with my obedience, with the tithing and the giving. I think His word is full of principles, like Malachi 3:10, where it basically summarizing it, it says, bring your tithes to me, and won't you see that I will bless your money? I will not only bless it, but I will protect your finances. And all He's telling you is, trust me in this. Trust me in the little bit of everything that I've given you. And just watch Him see great things with it. I really believe it.